Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Surrounded by Wellness. It's been a while, a long while. I haven't been on here, but I've been all over Facebook and Instagram, and we'll definitely get back to my blogging as well. But I just wanted to celebrate 2 years. Surrounded by Wellness turned 2 years old on October 1st, and I'm so excited about the things to come that I'm not even aware of because God has been so amazing with Surrounded by Wellness that the opportunities come at the most appropriate time, of course, because it's guided by Him, and they're all unexpected. So it's been an exciting journey. Surrounded by Wellness has taken on a whole new form, but I do want to continue with these videos. I actually missed them. Don't know if I'm going to commit to every month. I would like to try to do that, but because Surrounded by Wellness has taken on such a new form and things are being added to it all the time, will not commit, but I will continue to do these videos. Just not sure if I'll do them once a month. So I'm just going to start this video today. We will talk about being authentically you, being who you are, being happy with who you are, being great in who you are, and walking in your truth is what we're going to talk about today. Again, 2 years. Wow. In 2 years. So let's just do a recap of what Surrounded by Wellness is, or what it was. It started as a platform simply right on here on YouTube. It has evolved, but we have our acronym wellness. W, we are what? Weathering, working, winning. We're weathering through the storms. We're working together and we are winning. Right, ladies? And again, gentlemen, because gentlemen have been watching, have been commenting. Just real quick, I want to say thank you to my brother, my Virginia Union University brother, my brother in Omega Psi Phi fraternity, Zeta chapter of Virginia Union University, Corey Tinsley. He warms my heart at our homecoming. He was with a group of my friends and they told me that he was like, we're surrounded by wellness. Actually called me that and found out that Corey follows me, a man that follows me faithfully. There are a few of my other male friends that follow me faithfully. Alan Duncan, my brother for 29 years. A lot of my other brothers, Milton. I'm trying to think who else. I do believe he still watches. My brother Mike, who is here home in this town with me. My dad, of course. So there are those men out there. So I don't want you to think you cannot follow, you cannot watch originally. And still, my passion is to uplift women and to inspire women. I believe that's where my gift is. But men are definitely 100% welcome to follow along and give their comments and share their love. I'm just so appreciative of that from the bottom of my heart. So again, we are weathering, working, and winning. We're always evolving. We're loving. We're learning. We're nurturing, encouraging, sharing, and surviving, right? In Surrounded by Wellness, we are encouraging, inspiring, uplifting women to be their best selves, their best healthy selves, mind, body, and spirit. So over the course of this last year, Surrounded by Wellness has gone in several different directions. Pop up shops and workshops. I do have a workshop coming up. Thankful to one of my sorors and sisters. I will be working at Seton Hall University to do a workshop with Upward Bound students, high school juniors and seniors. I'm so excited about that opportunity. Have some leads and opportunities possibly to continue speaking and doing workshops on mental health and faith in churches. So I am looking forward to that. That is my passion. I've had the chance to do that once and I absolutely loved it. To talk about my passion of mental health and to talk about my passion about being a Christian and a woman of faith. How much better can you get with those two things? Also, I am enjoying the Journeys to Wellness interviews that I am doing. If you are in the New York, Northern New Jersey area and you want to highlight your business and you have a journey of how you got there, a story of how you got there, if you want to do that and advertise your business through Journeys to Wellness, please reach out to me. You can direct message me on Instagram at Surrounded by Wellness or Facebook at Surrounded by Wellness, and we can connect that way. Journeys to Wellness is amazing. I have interviewed several amazing women who have shared their journey of maybe I wouldn't say depression. I wouldn't even diagnose anything or anyone, but their journey of building themselves up to triumph, and it's been awesome with them. One was scheduled for today, but we postponed it. So look for her. Her story is incredible. My sister Janine, she and I will get together on November 17th. So mark your calendars. Facebook Live Journeys to Wellness. So that's what Surrounded by Wellness has gone. It's all over the place. I have baskets now. I'm doing wellness baskets and raffling them off and being asked to participate at other people's events to have a table. It's just amazing, 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 amazing. So that said, what is Surrounded by Wellness? So I've been challenged a lot to come up with something, and I'll get to that in a minute. But it started as a platform. A lot of people call it a business. Other people speak in my ear about it being a ministry, and it is probably all of that. Uh, in the Christian sense, I would think of it as a ministry, yes. But ministry can be anything. So I'm very careful with words that I use. So if I were to be doing this strictly in the Christian format, strictly under the church umbrella, strictly under the role as a Christian woman, absolutely. Absolutely is a ministry under the Christian religion, not under anything else. If I call it a ministry, it's not under anything else. Understand that I am a Christian woman and a believer of God and Jesus and faith. So, in that sense, yes, it is a ministry. However, it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than a business. Business, I hesitate to use. People are like, but it is a business. It is a business. Okay, it is. Um, but with all of that together, with all of the stuff that's going on, my poetry is flourishing, which will be part of Surrounded by Wellness soon. We'll be adding that as part of it because I'm getting engagements where I'm being asked to recite and or read my poetry, which I can't even express how amazed I am at that because I never shared my poetry. I would just write. So now I'm being able to share my gift because I'm not that shy girl anymore. I can share my gift with the world, and that's an amazing, humbling experience. So the poetry will be part of it. So there's so many pieces to Surrounded by Wellness. So now I have decided that it is a movement to help women move and shift and shake into their best healthy selves. And you know that my passion is mental health, so I focus on the mental and the mind a lot, but everything comes together, mind, body, and spirit. So Surrounded by Wellness is on the move. We are in year 3. I'm so excited about what God is going to do. Sometimes it makes me nervous, like, oh boy, what is God going to drop in my lap now? Because He drops things in my lap so often. And I've actually started something at work. Early in the morning, once a month, before we get started with our workday, to help my fellow colleagues, the teachers, the administrators, everybody, all the adults in the building, because our focus is on children and we cannot be good to them if we're not being good to themselves. So we have a Be Well Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, so to speak, at my school, and that is awesome as well. So Surrounded by Wellness is just everywhere. It's doing everything regarding wellness and whatever God places on my heart, and I feel like God is nudging me to do. I do. So, again, thank you to everyone who has participated with me, who has encouraged me, who has been there with me every step of the way for the last 2 years. I am so humbled, so appreciative of all of you. So, now on to the subject at hand, being authentically you. Just you, not being you for somebody else, just being you. So, my own experience during the summer, I did a lot of self work and reflection. Some unfortunate things happened, and unfortunate but fortunate in the long run because it shifted me and forced me to look deep into myself. So during that time, when I was trying to, you know, figure out some things about me and my life and where my life is going, and things had changed, and there's a lot of sadness over the summer, some frustrations, some disappointment in areas of my life. And I'm like, all right, I tell everybody else to take care of themselves. I need to really take care of myself right now, and find out what's going on in my life, and what steps I need to take next. So self-reflection, I'll continue to say, is so important. It's not always easy. You may end up with some tears, and it's hard. It's hard work. In that time, though, I worked with an amazing life coach, and our sessions were so, so great. She challenged me, man. Did she challenge me? She challenged me to know my triggers, to learn about forgiveness. I'm reading a book on forgiveness. Man, I thought that when you forgive, it's just, okay, I forgive you. However, I do know in some areas in my life that I thought I forgave somebody, that if something came up again that kind of triggered the memory, that I would feel that hurt and that anger again. And that means I haven't forgiven them. Now, I knew that on my own, but reading this book, total forgiveness, if you want to do it right, could take almost a lifetime to get to. It takes a lot of work, and it is hard. Many of us say all the time, oh, I've forgiven them. Sometimes, yes, if it's something small, but some of those deeper rooted things where someone hurt us, or where someone lied on us, or where people have unfortunate things that have happened to them, deeper, like molestation or abuse, things like that, that takes a long time to totally. It doesn't mean that you're not functioning or that your life is not going on, but that stuff is still sitting there, which we don't even realize. But she taught me about that, a lot about forgiveness. She taught me to set reasonable and attainable goals, and to not be a perfectionist. That's something I am constantly working on, and I'm getting better every day. To step my game up, she challenged me to do. Step my game up with Surrounded by Wellness, to add certain things, to remove certain things, to do certain things, and how to put myself out there a little bit more. She challenged me to embrace Tanisha, to embrace me fully, who I am, who I want to be, being Tanisha. She taught me and challenged me to honor myself and to be proud of myself. A lot of times I wasn't proud of myself. And like when people tell me that, oh, I'm proud of you, or you're doing a good job, it was always hard for me to accept. Excuse me. It's always hard for me to accept compliments. Not so much the humility piece, but a little bit of embarrassment sometimes, or negative self-talk in my head, like, I ain't need all that, I ain't do that well. But she challenged me to honor myself and be proud of me. And I'm saying all of this to say, because we're talking about being authentically you, these are things that we all need to think of when we want to be our best self, and just be proud of being you. Be proud of being who you are. She challenged me to connect to God on different levels. Challenged me to, and I'm still working on that, to identify a woman in the Bible, or to identify myself with a woman in the Bible, to think about a woman in the Bible who I most identify with now, that seems like me now at this stage in my life, the me right now. And to connect with God on everything that I was doing with her, scripturally based. And that was very, very important to me. And she simply guided me through forms of homework and our dialogue to get to the root of the best Tanisha, of my best true me. And that's something I'm sure many of you, if not all of you that are watching, have to learn how to do. Some of the work was hard. Most of it was overwhelming. When I say overwhelming, but not only was it overwhelming, but it also helped me to challenge myself because I'm not a person who likes to quit. So if something is challenging, even overwhelming, I'll go through my moment and then I'll come back to it and like I gotta do this because I set this goal for myself. So um overwhelming is almost an understatement. There were many tears, honestly, when I was tapping into some things. And just to be clear, life coaching and therapy are some two totally different things. While they can mimic in some areas where um things come up, a life coaching thing is not trying to really necessarily delve way down deep to get to the root issues of I don't know, maybe why you're doing certain things. However, it did help me to find triggers, to identify triggers, to find out why I'm a perfectionist, why I think I'm perfectionist, because I looked at a perfectionist piece as hindering me from some of my goals. So it's in that sense it can mimic therapy, but it is not, because life coaching is trying to help you line up things in your life, especially if you have a business or if you have something that you're doing, like a platform, a movement, such as myself, and you want to order things differently. But how do you order things differently if you don't have certain things with yourself in order? I hope that that makes sense, just to make that clear for people. But it was an amazing, amazing experience, and it was a lot of work. So I thank God to this day that I had the summer to actually focus on it, and we ended right at the beginning of October, right when Surrounded by Wellness turned a year old. So awesome, awesome, awesome. I recommend it for anyone and everybody. If you think you want to do it, just a little bit of self work just to get yourself in order, particularly anybody that has a business or want to start a business or wants to do the next stage in life, because I'm also planning for retirement. So I need to lay some things out. And it was so, so incredibly helpful, and even more helpful because she was a Christian woman like me. So today, everyone, every woman, every man, everyone that's watching, I challenge you to be your best you. Who are you at the core of yourself? Who is Tanisha? Who is she at the core? I'm happy with her. I am happy with her. I'm finally able to sit up and say, I'm proud of her. I love her. Who are you at the core of yourself? Are you satisfied with who you are and who you're becoming? Are you walking in your truth? That resonates with me because one of my friends, Erica, I did Journeys to Wellness with. Um, amazing, amazing video we did. But Erica always talks about that more recently, but she talks about that a lot, about being true and walking in her truth, and how she has to. So, and my friend Jarmel from college, from Virginia Union, another one I got to see last weekend at our amazing homecoming. Just a conversation he and I and my friend Tisha were having. And a lot of times he kept referring back to people have to be their true self. People have to walk in their truth. So, are you walking in your truth? Are you? Do you feel like you're walking in your truth? Are you your true self? Are you true to yourself? Do you feel like that you're being true to yourself daily? Are you even putting on a facade for yourself? And that can happen easily when we're putting on a facade for other people. So never mind being true to anyone else, but how true are you to you? If you continue to put the mask on, remember way back when, probably in the first year of Surrounded by Wellness, we talked about lifting the mask off. And I think I did that in my very first video. Wow. On October 1st, 2017. Time flies. Jeez, man. Um, so are you continuing to put the mask on for others? Are you continuing to put a mask on for yourself? And that's deeper, I think. Just my opinion. I think that's deeper than putting a mask on for others. Are you putting a mask on for yourself? Are you hiding from yourself? And what are you hiding from? Why? If that is what you're doing. So start by lifting the mask for yourself, lifting it off for yourself, not for anybody else, because we're talking about being you, authentically you, the amazing you that God created, only one. Lift that mask off for yourself. Own your truth and walk in it. Walk purposefully in your truth. Be your true self. Be who you are. Be proud of who you are. We all have self work to do, of course, as I just talked about. It's constant. Self work is continuous. We are always evolving, ever changing. Self work is constant. It is difficult. However, be proud of who you are. Not negative pride, but be proud of who you are. Lift your head up and take that mask off just for you. We have to love us. Love me. Say it to yourself when you take that mask off. I love me. The me that I am at this very moment, right now. The me that I'm working on. The me that I'm going to be. But do that over and over again. Because the me right now is not the me 5 years from now. The me right now is not the me tomorrow even. I love me. I am being me today, even with the work I have to do. Over and over again. Because why? The E in wellness, we're always evolving constantly. I'm not always happy with me. And meaning that I'm not always happy with things that I do. I'm not always happy with performance at work per se. Always believe that I could do better, not being a perfectionist, but we can always do better, right? And we're always trying to improve. But in spite of, I am me. I am Tanisha. No one else. There's absolutely no one else like me. There's no one else like you. When they say, when God made me, he broke the mold. Yep, because there's no one else like me. There's no one else like you. I have grown to be me and no one else. That's taken a lot of work for me. And I realize now that I probably had a mask on for a long time, not consciously, but, a lot of people look at me as self-assured and strong, and kind of got it all together. But no, no, no. It has taken me a long time to be like that on the inside. And I'm working on it every day. I'm not like that every minute. I have my moments where I'm like, okay, whatever. This is what it is today. Whatever. But I'm happy with me. Are you happy with you? Do you love you? Are you being you? Be authentically you and no one else. Be the best darn you that you can be and own it and walk in your truth. I hope that helps someone today. I hope that everyone is going to go out tomorrow and walk with their head held high and be happy with being who they are. Love on yourself. Give yourself a great big hug. Lift that mask off, if for no one else but yourself. Be true to yourself. Love on yourself. every day. Surrounded by Wellness is moving forward. Praise the Lord. I'm so thankful to God for it. I'm so thankful to God that He's allowing me to exercise my gifts. Excuse me. I'm so thankful for the platform, the ministry, the business, the movement. Surrounded by Wellness is a movement, and we are moving forward together. Please, I encourage you to like and subscribe and share. Share with someone that you know will be blessed by this. Be blessed and be well. Mwah.